This video is about finding the distance using the distance formula, the distance between 2 points with known coordinates. So we'll just jump right into it. It should be pretty easy. So suppose that you have 2 points, one located at -25, that's the x-coordinate, comma 10, point number 1, and point number 2 is located at 15, comma 1. The distance formula is d equals square root of x-coordinate of point number 2 minus x-coordinate of point number 1 squared plus parentheses y-coordinate of point number 2 minus y-coordinate of point number 1 squared. Now, it doesn't actually matter which of the 2 points you call point number 2 and point number 1, but just because this point is to the right, I'm going to call this point number 2 and this point number 1. So, we would need to take the various numerical values, sub them in. x2, point number 2, that's 15. Minus x of point number 1, that's -25, so 15 minus -25 squared, plus y number 2 is 1, minus y of point 1 is 10, also squared. Now you could jump right to using the calculator at this point, but let's just proceed a little bit further, doing what we can, just thinking it through. So this will end up being the square root of 15 minus -25, that's 40, squared, plus parentheses 1 minus 10, that's -9, also gets squared. D equals square root, and if you don't know what 40 squared is, you could use the calculator, but it's 1600 plus -9 squared is 81. D equals square root of 1681. If you don't know that, go to the calculator. Square root of 1681 is 41. So the distance from point number 1, -25, comma 10, and that would be something located perhaps here off into the second quadrant, and the point 15, comma 1, which might be somewhere in the first quadrant like that, that distance is 41 units. That is the meaning of this formula.